welcome back. I'm Anya from HairsAffairs, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe if you like what you see. I haven't really been using hair accessories much, but I recently bought some and I find that they make life a lot easier. They can make a hairstyle look very put together with less effort, so that's always a good thing in my book. So today I decided to do 3 hairstyles with hair accessories, and if you're interested, keep on watching. First, I'm making a deep side part, and then I'm sectioning off hair from that side part to my temple, and I'm securing the rest of the hair out of the way, and I'm picking up some hair near the part, dividing it into 3 strands and starting to braid a French braid, where I'm crossing the outer strands over the middle one, and then I'm starting to incorporate hair into the outer strands before crossing them over. And I continue doing this until I'm done incorporating all of the hair from that section, and I make sure to pull that braid apart and secure it with an elastic. Then I'm gathering the rest of my hair into a high ponytail, and I'm going to incorporate my braid along with the ponytail, and I'm going to use this fun hair tie that also has a round clip attached to it. So I'm going to first tie the ponytail off with the elastic, and then I open up the clip and close it around the nape of my ponytail. I think this is a very handy ponytail accessory because you don't have to spend time wrapping your hair around to hide the elastic, and your hairstyle, your ponytail looks very polished, even though there is a bohemian careless vibe to it because of the added braid. The next hairstyle is my version of a bohemian French braid, and to start I'm going to section off some hair on both sides and clip them away. And with the remaining hair, I'm just going to braid a regular French braid all the way down and pull it apart. And I'm really pulling it apart as much as I can here. I like that loose vibe, and even if you have layers, because you're leaving the hair in the front out of the braid, you're able to pull it apart much more because you don't have all these layers falling out. Now, if you haven't curled your hair previously, now is the time to curl only those sides, and then take several sections from the sides, twist them away from your face, pull the twists gently apart for volume, and just pin them randomly to the back of the braid, and you can definitely let the curly ends fall out. Also, make sure to alternate sides as you twist and pin along the way. By the way, if you want to hide any bobby pins, you can always reposition the twist and secure it with another bobby pin. So to decorate this style, I'm going to use these little gems that you literally just twist into your hair. I picked these up at Bijou Brigitte, I think you pronounce it, I'm not sure, and they were really affordable. All of these accessories that I'm using in today's video, I picked up there. I think these kind of hairstyles look super cute when you add some sparkle to them. Okay, so for the last 4-strand braid, I'm going to use these golden and silver hair ties I picked up. To start, pick up a U-shaped section on the top of your head and divide that into 4 equal strands. Now, one of these strands is not going to have any hair added to it as we go along, which is going to leave it thinner, and it might also run a bit short if your hair has layers. So I recommend this braid if you don't have layers, at least in the back. Okay, so I start with my leftmost strand and I cross it over the one next to it and under the one next to that again. And then I'm going from my right side and crossing the right strand underneath the one next to it and over the one next to that again. And then I'm just going to repeat these steps all the way down, but I'm going to also add in extra hair to those outmost strands and then cross it over and under from the left side. Now I'm going to add in hair to the rightmost strand, and from the right side I'm going to go under and over. By the way, it doesn't matter which side you start on, the point is from one side it's going to look like a French braid where you always start crossing the outer strand over, and from the other side is going to be more like a Dutch braid where you always cross the outer strand under. So from one side you go under and over, and from the other side you go over and under, and you repeat this all the way down. Because my hair isn't long, I'm going to tie it off with an elastic once I reach the nape of my neck, and then I'm going to pull the outer edges of the braid, leaving the thinner strand alone as it is. I like to pull out my braids as much as I can because that makes my hair look thicker, and so if you like that kind of look, pull it apart as much as you can. The less layers you have in your hair, the more you're going to be able to pull your braids apart. And then once the braid looks like you want it to, you can choose to tie more of these hair ties right underneath each other. And especially if you have short hair and the ends of the braid look a little bit like thin and wispy, this might be a nice way to decorate that end of the braid. That is it for this week's tutorial. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I'm curious to know which one of these hairstyles is your favorite, so leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!